much, you guys. I am so excited. First of all, I want to welcome Danielle. Thank you, Danielle, for coming. You're our first audience that came on, that popped on. So we're gonna have something really special for you, just to let you know. And I want to thank you, Embry, my grandson. He's here to take pictures for us. Thank you, Embry. This is the inaugural Human Rights Through Poetry International Virtual Gathering. Okay, this is a Papyri Connect and Tap Into You Peace Partner, Peace and Practice Movement collaboration. And I just want to say that, since 2022, the Tap Into You movement has been and is a beloved community. And I want to just share those who are not peace partners. You are so very welcome to join us as a peace partner. Of course, we welcome and embrace you. Let's see, tonight, get my time together. Let's see. Again, I want to thank the photographer, my grandson, Embry. I also want to thank Reverend Jocelyn, Dr. Ofadil, Bakang, Natasha, Michelle, Elizabeth, Shahid for enhancing recognition of our virtual gathering, because without enhancing recognition, Danielle would not be here. You know what I mean? So I want to just thank you guys. And then also there are others who are not here, didn't sign up, but took it in their heart to enhance recognition. I want to give them props. And that is Beyond the Surface Podcast, Plots Magazine, Charles Clark of Charles Clark and the Floaters, Wanda Dewdrops, Abdullah Bey, Priscilla M. Garces, and Wooside United. So I want to thank all of them for sharing, taking the time to share our virtual gathering. All right, so, and I do have notes here. So I want to thank you, peace partners and poet participants, for sharing, coming on to share your creative expression regarding the each human right article that you selected. I just want to say, we're just blessed. We're very blessed to have you do this. I'm excited about this. And I'd say this thank you for last, because I want to thank, come on, I just want to say, you know what? This experience has been an absolute pleasure for me. The synergy that we have had in putting this thing together has just been absolutely awesome. The working that we've come together, I mean, your ideas that I never would have thought of, and just you're taking that time in your heart and your love to even come up with things and share. I just want to say thank you. And I'm so very blessed and grateful for you. And I look forward to many, 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 many more collaborations with you. This experience today, you guys, along with connecting with our poets, is a way to bring clarity to the articles of human rights. This is a moment to listen to the rhythm of our human rights. And did you know that the poetry, human rights through poetry, it wasn't random. It wasn't, okay, I want to bring the beauty and the flower of poetry into the second virtual Tap Into You gathering. What it was is to show, to also provide clarity. So this is also an experience where each of you are sharing your poetic expression. What we're doing is providing clarity for people, and also to retain that information of the human rights article, because it's been stated, it's known that our brain records and retains more information when it is in rhythm. When it is in rhythm. So we hope that you find this virtual gathering rewarding, educational, and entertaining. Now, brief history. The dominion or the human rights, as far as justice, freedom, peace, and equality, goes back to 3,100 years. And this is what the dominion of the ancient. The first human rights declaration was the Cyprus cylinder, which was in clay. This was happened after King Cyrus in 539 BC. After he defeated Babylon, he, as king, allowed people in Babylon to return to their native land and then practice whatever religion that they wanted to practice. Then after that, certain things came in between, but I'm only going to give you some certain, specifics because of time. But then in 1215, the Magna Carta, that was new rights for people. And it was at that time that they said, okay, king, you are now accountable by law. Okay, so you have to put the justice and the equality and everything when you are administering rules and regulations among the people of the land. Then in September 39 through September 45, World War II, this is when billions Tens of millions of people died because of that experience. And it was in 1945 when the United Nations formed for peace. And the United Nations consisted of China, Britain, France, Soviet Union, and the United States. And then in 1948, that's when the Declaration of Human Articles was adopted. And Eleanor Roosevelt, First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt, was major in pioneering those adopted 30 articles. Well, and then today we have, through poetry, we're adding our voices to a conversation that began thousands of years ago, a conversation about peace, dignity, freedom, justice, and our shared community. And you guys, I'm so excited to say, and humble and proud and blessed to say, this is Pioneer. This is Pioneer, what we are doing today, and it can become a precedent. I googling AI perplexity, Chat GPT, and then just googling throughout throughout the internet. It shows that what we are doing. There's been other organizations like International Amnesty International and different organizations like that, PEN International, PEN America, Protection International. They published articles, but no organization has done what we're doing right here as far as putting creativity and assigning poetry to a specific article. That's not been done. So I'm just, hey, listen, to me, I'm saying this is major for me. I mean, absolutely major. So I just want to say, we are pioneering in something here that is major. This is unique. It's international, original poetry written and specifically for articles. So I want to say thank you, bless you all for being here. And again, I'm so very thankful and grateful for you. And at this time, I'm going to give the stage to my sister, my collaborator, Papyri Connect. Come on.
Thank you, Dr. Anita. I was so looking forward to listening to your speech today. You said I'm going to say something, and you just, just, astounded us with those beautiful words, the history, and now it makes more uh, sense to, amplify this after what you've told us, that this is a precedent, this is a pioneering effort, and you will take it forward, definitely. Thank you so much for that beautiful, beautiful introduction. So everyone, welcome to this beautiful gathering that I with Dr. Anita have been so fortunate and blessed to work upon. And it's been a beautiful journey, and I'm thankful for it. And taking this further, the theme today is poetry, dignity, humanity, and peace. So we will share these truths that live amongst us, and words, poetry, prose, they have always helped humanity remember what must never be forgotten. They preserve history, challenge injustice, inspire empathy, and give voice to experiences that numbers and reports alone cannot express. So, where in this world today, especially in these times, where division often overshadows dialogue, literature, poetry becomes a bridge. So, we are here to walk that bridge together today. And I hope that you leave this gathering inspired and help us take this forward as we move along in our lives in this time. So, a few guidelines before we start. For 4 minutes per presenter to ensure everyone has a chance. Please remain muted when not speaking, and do not use the chat while someone is reading their poems, as it distracts from the purpose. We are here to honor their words, listen respectfully, and listen with an open heart. And as we move along in this program, let's honor this shared space by embracing dignity and kindness as we listen to each other. And over the next hour, we'll hear from our presenters, each sharing poetry and prose inspired by their chosen human rights articles. And before we start, a small reminder: 1 hour, many voices, and one humanity. I hand over the stage to you, Dr. Anita.
Thank you, Kuma. Thank you so much. And before we get started, just want to say we have other presenters. However, because of internet issues, that could be one reason why they're not here. And also just one of our peace partner sisters, Huma Kamrani, from Pakistan, she did notify me there's some personal issues, so we want to send our love and prayers to her. Okay, so yeah. So the first one, then, what we're going to do, we're going to go in alphabetical order, but because we're a small group here, I'm thinking, what do you guys think? Do we, I'm going to have Shahid. I would like him to go first because of internet issues, possibly, and then we will go. What do you think, Kamal? We can go uh,
With
alphabetically.
we can go with Elizabeth. She said internet is right now, so let's have her speak her poem first.
Oh, okay.
I mean, after Shahid, she
Oh,
can
after
go.
Shahid. Okay. All right. Well, let me see. Let me get this here. So Shahid is from Pakistan. So let me give Shahid. Let's see. You can take your thing off mute. I just want to come. Now I have Shahid for you. That of course you're a poet and you're the author of Shahid's Poetic Universe. Um, Also, I know you had said something, dear brother, before. It was after we had put the announcement banners. So if you want to say just briefly what your title is, please feel free to do that before you present your poem. Okay, just real briefly.
First of all, let me say thanks to all creatives and all personalities who are spreading peace across the universe. I am very happy to see you, dear sister, as well. The topic is which I am to discuss today, and sorry to recite, the right to breathe. So I have selected two articles, but because of some reasons, I am to take only one. And I can tell you in box why I am not taking the other as well, because there we have to face some problems. So therefore, I am just take only one article as well.
Okay, and which one is that, dear brother?
I am to take the government responsibility to facilitate its citizens.
Which number is that? Which article?
22.
Article 22. Okay, because I had you as Article 7 and 20. All right, so you're doing 22. Okay, oh no, here we are. Okay, gotcha. I'm here. I gotcha. All right, let me circle that. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to put this timer on, and the stage is yours.
Thank you so much. I am feeling great honor to be here. The right to breathe. We are born with empty hands, not empty rights. Anger learns every name, just should too. The old count silent winter, the bonds remember work. Illness waits at the door. Care should arrive fast. A child carries tomorrow, not today, burden. Work feeds the body. Dignity feeds the soul. Bread is not enough. Hope must be served. No one should fear sickness. No one fear age. A home is more than walls. It is a piece with a roof. The weakest voice matters. Humanity begins there. A nation grows taller. When no one is left behind, rights are not charity. Rights are not charity. They are promises. Let no life beg for what it already owns. I am really thankful for you by my side.
Okay, we kind of went with a. Okay, thank you so much. Let me see. Hold on here. All right, thank you. Let me pull this out, dear brother. That was. Let me give my hearts here. I love that. You know, we have the right from fearing growing older. I love that. And would you say human rights are? You know, they're. What did you say? Not wait. Something about a promise. They're not a something. They're a promise. What did you say?
I
Where?
just said that time rights are but charity.
Right. They are not charity. They are a promise. That, yeah, but I love that
Yes.
we have a right. Not we have a right to from fearing growing older. We have a right from fearing, to have fear of that. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Next we're gonna have Elizabeth Esquiera Castillo. Now, Elizabeth is from the Philippines, and she is the founder of Art Heals and Creative Beacons International Group, as well as Director of Culture and Art for the state Verland. I hope I'm saying that right. And then also, I just have to say, this dear sister honored me with the recognition of leadership for peace and literature. And then also, I was blessed and honored to receive the Icon Literary Award. So I just was so I had to put that out there and share that. So Elizabeth, please, if you could share with us your articles and share your poetic expressions. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Good evening, good day to all of you. It's my honor to be part of this poetry event for human rights. So I'm going to recite two articles. One is about discrimination, number 9, and the right to self expression and opinion. I think that's 12. I forgot. Anyway, okay. So this is my first poem, The Weight of Unspoken Tongues. There are prisons that wear no iron, only the polished smiles of those who decree which voices deserve daylight. I have seen truth wrapped in trembling hands, returned unopened, its heartbeat mistaken for rebellion. The loudest silence is not the absence of sound, but the burial of questions beneath fear, where names are forgotten and courage learns to whisper. Yet words are rivers, older than kingdoms. You may dam them, rename them, paint them with convenient colors, but beneath stone they continue their patient journey. One day they rise as rain, fall upon every roof, and remind the world that no sky can forever refuse the language of clouds. That's about discrimination. And then the second one is about the right to self expression and opinion. Title is Freedom Has No Chains. Freedom is not a throne reserved for the victorious. It is the fragile flame carried by ordinary hands, shielded from the winds of prejudice, judgment, and convenient forgetting. Do not ask me to borrow another's thoughts when my own have crossed deserts to arrive here. Every opinion is a mirror, never identical, yet each holding a fragment of dawn. Break the mirror, and the sunrise remains. Silence a thousand voices, and still the horizon waits for another soul to speak. For liberty was never born to echo agreement. It blooms where hearts listen before condemning, where difference is not feared, and where every human spirit is allowed to breathe without apology. Okay, thank you.
Wow, thank you. Let me take this off. Thank you. Let me give my heart. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. I love that. What did you say? Words are older than kingdoms. So that's something, I mean, and that's all what the human rights is all about, words and expression and coming together. So bless
Yes.
your heart for both of those
Mhm.
beautiful, beautiful things. Come on and forget. Do you have anything to say? And I think we have time for people to interject.
Yes, yeah, today, yes, we have time today. Elizabeth, the poems were beautiful. I love the part where the words and all the emotions come down as rain. They evaporate and they come down as rain. That was a beautiful visual metaphor. And I love the poems. I was enraptured, actually. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
Did anyone else have any
Yes, I like the part where you said if you can silence, if you would silence all the voices, the horizon will still, I think say still wait or still welcome another voice. I forget the exact words, but that was very powerful. Where if how I took it is that you cannot silence the voices, even if you try, it's still someone else a voice will rise up. Yeah, I love that.
Thank you.
all right, yes. Okay. So let me see. Reverend Jocelyn indicated that she's having internet issues. So do you guys mind if she goes next? Reverend Jocelyn, are you able to come on the camera now or what? How's it
No, I
going?
can't wait my turn. It seems to be in and out, so I decided let me just stay off camera for a bit. But yes, if
She can, Reverend Jocelyn can go ahead. I think it's better if she finishes her poem first. We would love to hear whatever you have to say. So before any
okay,
problems crop up.
okay, thank you. And thanks again to both Dr. Anita and yourself, Gopal, for putting this wonderful session for us today. And I want to bring greetings from Grenada also to everyone. I have here, I'm calling my rights once we see. I'll share them as we go on. Once we see, every right begins with the possibility of light. The light to see, the light to understand, the light to recognize ourselves in one another. So before I continue, I want to ask you a question. What do you need today? What do you really need? Is it rest? Is it peace? Is it food? Is it understanding, encouragement, a safe place to land, a chance to learn, or a chance to begin all again? Today, I invite you to reflect on the two articles of the Universal Declaration of the Human Rights with me. Article 25 reminds us that every person has the right to a standard of living adequate for health and well-being. And Article 26 reminds us that every person has the right to education, an education that develops human potential, promote understanding, and strengthen respect for one another. These are more than declarations written for history. They are living promises we are called to embody. Today, I do not want to simply talk about these rights. I want us to experience them. Education is more than a classroom. It is the awakening of awareness. It is seeing what was always there. It is recognizing a need. It is understanding a truth. It is opening our eyes. Once we see, we cannot unsee. Perhaps the greatest education is learning to recognize ourselves in one another. Now I have another question. I want you to think of one person, maybe a family member, a neighbor, a friend, a colleague, a child, an elder, someone who comes to mind right now.
You're going to have 1 minute left, Reverend.
Sorry. Did you notice for a moment education happened? Awareness happened? You saw. Where awareness grows, compassion can follow. Article 25 reminds us that well-being is not a privilege. It is a human right. A table where no child wonders if there will be enough. A place where dignity has room to breathe. Hope that survived difficult season. But the rights become real when human beings choose to see one another, when we listen, when we teach, when we encourage, when we share, when we care. And one final question. What will you do? Not tomorrow, not when it's convenient, today. Today, I'm not asking you to change the entire world. I'm asking you to notice, to learn, to care, to act. Perhaps with one conversation, one act of kindness, one word of encouragement, one lesson shared, one helping hand, one small light. Because sometimes the most powerful change begins when one human being help another human being remember that they matters. Thank you.
Thank you. That's beautiful. Okay. Let me go back to this. That was beautiful. Come on, you want to comment first on.
Dr. Reverend Johnson, thank you so much for sharing that. When you brought the candle forth, first thing was I just, was enveloped in light even before you, flicked it on. And your questions, what do I need today? Whom do you remember? First thing, those answers were going on and on in my mind as you were speaking. Thank you so much because you reminded so much, especially the question of whom do you remember today? Who is the closest? And all I could think of was my mom. So thank you so much. I got washed away with that emotion, and the poems were beautiful, they forced me to explore my emotions today. And the articles interwoven, it's a blessing. Thank you so much.
Yes, it is. Thank you. Yes, Reverend Johnson. What I have to say, what still is with me, your profound explanation of education. When we think of education, we think of school, books, uh, even life teaching in that way. But how you described it, that's what's really prevalent in my. Once you said that, I was like, okay, that's deep. So I want to thank you so much. Thank you for sharing that. Anyone else? You're on mute.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yes. I too love the questions because they drew me in to what your explanations and stuff were. And I like you laid the platform for self-reflection. So I enjoyed it. And again, I'll piggyback on Dr. Nita. The definition for education, wow, like they say, you learn something new every day. Yes. Now I'm not narrow-minded that education is just schooling. Yes. So thank you so much for that.
Let me get those hearts. I was so proud, I forgot to give my heart. So here you go, Reverend Johnson. Or anyone else? Oh, we are the light of the world. Thank you, Danielle. Wow, that's beautiful. Thank you so much. Okay, all right. So now, come on, I'm gonna give the floor to you now because we have, let's see, Michelle and we have Hanley.
Yes. Hanley, we'll go. Hanley, shall we go ahead with you? Is it all right? All right. All right. So now, thank you so much, our esteemed poets and participants today, blessed participants, for sharing your poems. I mean, they were amazing, and it brought us into self-reflection and taught us so much about the the human rights articles that probably I don't think if we just read a paragraph we wouldn't understand. So it's gone deeper. It's struck, our conscience, and it will stay with us. So thank you so much for everyone who shared their poems. So now we move on to Hanley. Hanley, please present your poems and the two articles that you will be sharing poems on. Thank you.
Thank you. I actually just wrote one, and funny story, I didn't even look at the articles. It's just something that came up, and I contacted Dr. Anita and said, I don't know if I can write anything, but this is what came up. And she was like, this is lovely. And in the end, it came down to Article 5, freedom from torture. Nobody has a right to hurt us. And Article 28, let me just get there, right to a free and fair world. So, okay. I didn't request your war, yet you still dropped deadly destruction on me. Left with lost lives and ruined cities, I wanted to raise my fist in annihilation from the face of the earth. But compassion whispered in my ear, and grace and forgiveness softened my grief, so I could reach out with an olive branch and a plea to build peace in the place of war. And that's me.
That's beautiful. Let's stop just 1 second. All right. Come on.
Yes, that was a beautiful poem, Hanley. Short, full of brevity, but I think it kind of, touched the very core of the articles that he was speaking, especially the olive branch. I mean, today it's more than needed everywhere in the world. When we look around, it's kind of overwhelming at what's happening. And olive branches and peace and kindness is what is needed. Yes, Dr. Anita?
Yeah, that was beautiful. When I read it the first time, because then I said, "Oh, this is torture and the other." What struck me is that what do you say? I didn't ask for this, but yet it's forced on me anyway. I didn't ask for this, but yet I have a right not to have to endure that. I didn't ask for this, but yet I'm supposed to have these rights where I can remove myself. But yet, then you say, but then here, all of this was going on. I'm offering my olive branch. There we go. Like Danielle, let there be peace. And I pray it begins with me. I'm putting out the olive branch in the midst of all this. Thank you, Hamlet. Thank you so much. And anyone else?
Yes, of course. Again, I was so blown away by the poem, and I see how it actually encompassed both of those articles. And the part I like is where you said towards the end, and I build peace. And like Dr. Anita said, all this is going on. I didn't ask for it, but yet I'm still going to build peace. I loved it. Loved it.
Mm-hmm. And anyone else? Yeah, and Hanley is our South Africa sister. So thank you, Hanley. Okay, come on, the next person. Yeah,
Yes, the next presenter poet is Michelle, and she will be presenting her poems on Articles 4 and 18. Yes, so please go ahead. We are waiting to hear from you, Michelle.
Okay, thank you. And I am honored to be a part of this historic event. So I'm going to jump right into the poems. I know it's time sensitive. So I'm going to start with Article 4, No Slavery. Sing, sing, Sacred Heart of light and shadow, a song of release to anchor in your spirit, the pathway to freedom, a song so resonant it dissolved the illusion of trouble and reshaped what once felt immovable. Sing a song of inner refuge softly unfolding as a healing balm. Rest between the notes. Let the hush of the rhythm whisper its language of love. Sing, eternal pulse, align with becoming of triumph. A new consciousness birthing a new day. Listen to your lyrics, how they command the soul to rise. Each word measured and kind coordinates with the quiet wisdom of the body. A steady return to self. Sing airs of softened echoes and ancient melodies, the songs of your ancestors, the songs of evolution, beyond the spheres of wanting, a song of abundant liberation. Okay, and so then the next poem, Article 18, freedom of religion or belief. Sorry. I was born a believer in a sinful space. This contradiction had me spinning in space. Don't ask any questions, just fall in line. Total submission, such a cunning design. I was born a believer, rules given to me. These faulty standards I chose not to see. Blindness made it easy to practice inherited faith. But somewhere deep inside, I couldn't accept this as my fate. I was born a believer. Now here's an epiphany. My spirit began to dance to a different symphony. Mercy and love became the mantra of my soul. This blessed blend is how my story unfolds. I was born a believer. How do I shake free? No longer identify what was given to me. My spirit wants to soar beyond imaginary lines, seeking righteous guidance, not mystical signs. I was born a believer, but if at birth I had the chance to choose, would I've chosen the same or just been amused? I was born a believer. Thank you so much.
Wow. Let me.
Yes, Michelle, that was beautiful. All the thing most I could take away from your poems was the abundance of self-belief, the abundance of the spirit that resides in us, and when it blossoms in spite of everything that is going on. Those two poems the articles wove them beautifully, and I feel nourished and I feel enriched when I think about those words. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Michelle, the first one, what I thought about was sing, integrate, and become whole. Sing, integrate, and become whole. What is the thing that soothes the savage beast? Music, sound, sing. And then that second one, I know I related to that one. How many times we didn't have conversations about that? And I loved it. We said I was born a believer. I was born a believer, and in the midst of all this, what I was taught, what I'm supposed to follow, what I'm supposed to do, all this stuff, I was born a believer, and I came back into the part that I believed in the first place. I maybe not known it, but it came. So when when you were reading, I was like, I was all kind of because we had so many conversations about that. Thank you for that. Bless your heart. Thank you. Absolutely. Danielle, she said, love the part about the ancestors. What I got from that is what I relate, honoring our beloved. It went out. Hold on. Let's see.
Yes, I actually have to join in quickly with Danielle. I love that part of the ancestors. And when you mention about the song of abundance in that part, it's beautiful. And also, born a believer. Wow, that got me going. And just as you said in the poem, my spirit began to dance. My spirit began to dance too. Some of the things that stand out for me also is seeking righteous guidance. Well, everything about Born a Believer just got when you finished, I said, "Wow, yes."
Okay, and thank you, Reverend Johnson. We have Bakang Natasha here. Come on, the view. Hi, sister. How are you?
Hi.
Hi.
Actually,
Okay, and
yeah,
and
I have a problem with my camera. I just joined the meeting, so I'm trying to set up everything.
okay.
And I'm so sorry for being late. I was a bit held up.
No, you're okay. Now we have our second Toya Wiggins. Okay, bless you for joining in. We have our second audience. I just love this. Okay, and I also want to share with you guys, Michelle. She is the visionary and founder of Anger Management Pathways, and she's also a poetry therapy practitioner. Okay, so yeah, so she has the writing circle. Both of Hanley and Michelle had once did the writing circle, and then Michelle, what the writing? What's the name of it?
The written self-experience.
The written self experience. Okay, yeah. And then I think we're gonna have time 10:14. Okay, so because after when we're done, I would love for people to real briefly, quickly, if you have something going on, to let us know. Because we're live on Facebook to let other people know. Okay, so Natasha, are you able to go forward with your poems, or do you want us to move on and then come back with you?
Can you come back to me after I think a few minutes?
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, because it's
Yes.
10:15
Thank
already.
you.
Oh my. And thank you, Embry. Bless you. I had said you can just come on for 10-15 minutes. Bless you, Embry, for staying there all this time. He's still here. So, y'all love my grandson. What can I say? All right, come on. Okay, so we're gonna come back to Bakang Natasha and Toy Wiggins. Bless your heart. Thank you so much for joining us, sister. It's good to have you here. And we honor and embrace you today. Okay, so the next person is Kamal, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, Toy Wiggins, she's joining from Nigeria. Thank you so much. Absolutely, thank you. Okay, so Kamal, all right, so Kamal is the founder of Papyri Connect. She is a poet. She's done yoga workshops and just all around peace and all of this. And I have to say, and I didn't say it before, Kamal is one of the first Tap Into You Peace partners, as well as Michelle, as well as Reverend Jocelyn. So these are peace partners that came in from the onset. From the onset, Elizabeth is also a peace partner. Became Natasha peace partners. They became peace partners in 2025, and then Reverend Jocelyn was the director of the Tap Into You Peace Partner from 2025 2026. Okay, so now I just wanted to say that, and now we have our sister, the collaborator, my partner, who's just been wonderful throughout this thing, and I'm so appreciative. Kamal, please share with us your articles of human rights.
Thank you, Dr. Anita. You make me feel absolutely out of this world. Make me feel so happy when you say these lovely words about me. So thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you for the opportunity to be a part of this, unique and pioneering initiative. It's not every day that you get to do something like this. And I am thankful to that. And I hope that we continue this with everybody. So the articles that I chose were articles 27 and 30. So I'll start my poem with Article 27, which is the right to participate in a cultural life. As poets and writers and creators, we all will very much relate to. So here goes. The poem's title is The Inheritance of Wonder. Before there were borders, there was a song. Before there were signatures, there were hands, painting stories on stone, lifting clay into prayer, teaching stars to become constellations. Culture is the oldest passport. Art speaks every language without an accent. A poem crosses oceans without a visa. Every child deserves to inherit a world where libraries bloom, where violins remember forests, where science opens windows instead of walls. And to those who gather light, everyone here and the world out there, into books, discoveries, paintings, and melodies. May their names remain stitched to the work of their hands, for creation is not possession, it is a gift that deserves remembrance. We are not merely born, we are composed of stories, of songs, of shared discoveries, each generation placing another page into humanity's unfinished book. So, this is an ode to everyone here and all the creators out in the world. We are a continuous work in progress. We share our poems. Every word is a drop of gold in the sea of life. I think so. Yeah, that's how I would put it right now. Yeah. So the other, can I continue, Dr. Anita?
Absolutely.
The second poem? Yeah. All right, because my time is finishing. So the other article is Article 30, and this is the final safeguard of the Declaration. It prevents people from twisting the language of human rights to justify violating someone else's right. So I go ahead with the poem. It is called The Architecture of Us. A right is never a lonely thing. It stands like an ark. Its strength borrowed from every stone besides it. Freedom leans gently against responsibility. Justice keeps watch so power does not forget its own reflection. The world we build is another kind of declaration, written not on paper, but in classrooms, courtrooms, marketplaces, kitchens, and the quiet courage of ordinary days. No hand may raise a banner of freedom to cast another into shadow. No voice may claim its own liberty by silencing another's song. The measure of humanity is not how loudly we speak of our rights, but how carefully we protect those of others. For dignity is not a circle. It is a wide, big, beautiful ball of light, and it is not a throne for others to sit on and rule upon others. But when each life is held without exception, the declaration is no longer a document. It becomes the way the world learns to breathe, to live, and to share. Thank you so much.
Wow. Beautiful.
So just a passing note before I, the last Article 30 was kind of, it made me understand everything about the human rights and what we are striving for here. So thank you so much.
I love that. Come on, I love that. What to me, what I heard was, to an individual, living is not a monopoly. It is not a monopoly. It is a togetherness. It's a unity. We're not what Copernicus said. You are not the center of the universe. Well, we all are. We all are the center of the I'm the center of the universe. You're the center of you. It's just that we all are the center of the universe working together. So I love that I heard monopoly, not a monopoly, and that culture is our passport, and creation is not a possession. It's a gift. Because how many times we take advantage because we think we own it. And it's not, it's a gift. And Danielle, bless you. I love the part about art speaks every language without an accent. I just love that. I love that. Okay, let's see. And I know, let's see, it's 10:23, so I apologize, you guys, that we're not able to, get other feedback. Let me see. Bakang, Natasha, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, wonderful. Come on, you want to introduce her?
Yes.
Yes.
Natasha is from Botswana. Welcome, Natasha, from the great continent. I mean, we're so happy to have you here today. And you will be presenting poems on Articles 12 and 24.
Yes, yes, I'll
Yes,
be doing
please. Yes, please go ahead. We are very eager to hear your poems.
that. Okay. My article 12 was about the right to privacy, the fact that everyone has the right to have their things kept a secret. So my poem is titled "I'm Not an Open Tab." It's said dignity grows where secrets are kept. The sweet kindness when we don't click. My text not for anyone to pick. Verification codes and patterns to log. My closed back door. Privacy whispers. This far, not further. Please don't. Don't post my face without my yes. Please don't. Don't pass screenshots to mob. That is not working with a steel spine. That's bullying. Stop. Please don't. My human right to be unseen. Keep my pages off the screen. Oh, please do. Post with care and click with respect. Am I content? Am I a show? Dignity grows where secrets are kept. Yes.
Beautiful.
And and my other article for article 24, it reads, actually it's titled Made to Breathe. It's about the right to rest and leisure. So it goes like the birds in the sky, let loose and feel alive. Let air brush through your hair, the cold breeze on your skin. What a time to be alive. Not made just to grind, but sketched for joy and downtime. What a beautiful birthright. To rest, a mandatory human code. Be that perpetual puppy. Play is how we get things done, money. You were made to laugh, to wonder, to wait. You rest, you laugh. You are human. That's true. That's the whole point of view. Oh, what a bright, what a beautiful birthright to enjoy. A mandatory human code. Boy, oh boy. So that is that with my articles.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you so much. What? Hold on for me. Okay. Just putting the. I have to go back to Gal. Well, I'm in gallery. Thank you, Bakang Natasha. That was beautiful. I love that about the right to leisure. That again, with the Reverend Johnson, I had mentioned about the education. You expanded that right of leisure so beautifully. The right of leisure. Yeah, what a time to live. Bless your heart, Toy and Wiggins. Yes, well done. Yeah, your right to leisure just took it to another place. I have a right to want to fly like a bird. The metaphors.
Yes.
Yeah, I have the right to rest and leisure. Rest and leisure doesn't just mean sitting and reading a book or even reflecting, looking out of a window. I have a right to go beyond. I have a right to go beyond this earth if I choose with my mind. So that's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much.
Yes. And another thing, Dr. Anita, when she mentioned that play is code, that is lovely. That's a line I'm never going to forget. Play is a code for,
Yes,
living, for discovering ourselves. That's lovely.
yes,
Beautiful.
yes, yes. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you, everyone. It's just that sometimes we forget that for us to be productive in general in life, we have to sit down, relax, rewind, reset your mind so that you can be fresh and be able to get up and work again with the same energy. So
Yes.
everyone deserves that.
Thank you. All right. So guess it's my turn. Do we have everybody, right? Right, come on.
Yes, I think everyone's covered. I think, yes.
Okay.
You have to go ahead, Dr. Anita. You're the,
Okay.
yes. So let me introduce Dr. Anita. So I continue, Dr. Anita. You ready?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
So, Dr. Anita, I have to say at the outset, requires no introduction. She is a person with great energy, a lot of light, and she spreads blessings and good vibes everywhere she goes. So that's the unofficial announcement. And she is highly accomplished. She is the founder, visionary of Tap Into, an amazing movement that I have been reading about, which has been going on for the past 10 years. So this is amazing, the journey you've been, and for taking us along as peace partners. And today it's culminated in a beautiful initiative. So thank you, Dr. Anita. And she is an energy principle practitioner, a metaphysical coach, and consultant specializing in self-awareness and inner peace. She has a doctorate in metaphysics
Oh,
and also serves as a human rights consultant, Michigan Unemployment Appeals, and is a rare disease advocate.
bless your heart.
She
Come
is
on. Bless your heart.
no, I'm not
I love
finished.
you.
I'm
I
not
love you.
finished. I'm not finished.
We're
Um,
good.
she's all right. I'll put it short. I was to go all the way. I said I'm going to say everything today. So she is an award-winning international poet and speaker and dedicated to fostering peace and unity worldwide. The Tap Into movement has been featured all around the world and holds a prominent place in today's world. So thank you, Dr. Neeta, for being who you are and for doing what you do. And we would love to hear from you.
Bless your
The
heart.
articles, or the four thoughts that you're going to share today.
Yes,
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 please
thank
go ahead.
you. Yeah, mine
Thank
is
you.
going to be on a blessed Danielle. Let her give you your flowers. Get out here, Danielle. Thank you, Kamal. Yes, let me put my timer on. Okay. So before I do, I want to just say that the school of thought, there are four schools of thought with human rights. And these schools of thought has been evolving for thousands of years. Okay. So this is what I'm going to talk about, the four schools of thought. So let me put this thing, I guess let me put this on speaker, and now let me put this timer on. 3 minutes. Okay. Okay, 539 BC, a declaration carved in clay, religious preference, land, community referenced. Live with dignity, peace, and freedom and unity. A score of four scholars brought thought, each context based on four concepts, outlining philosophy and ideology. Naturally, we recognize our humanity. Protectively, we defend our reality. In discourse, we discuss maintainability. Deliberately, we collectively honor sustainability. So I ask you, what are human rights? A gift, something we have, a privilege, something we earn, a promise, something we agree upon, or a law, something to be discussed and learned. At its core, the Declaration is a statement of universal values based on principles of dignity, freedom, justice, reverence, respect, equity, and equality. They are first a philosophy, then a foundation for laws to protect human reality. The scholars pondered and wondered, do we have a natural right or do we fight for these rights as they do not exist if not talked about? Do you concede we have no need to convene if we're unable to agree? We must have self awareness in order to relate, to understand our position if we want to choose to participate. Do rights exist because we are human, or rights to be fought for and defended? Do rights exist because we agree? Do rights persist because we discuss continually? A declaration in and of itself is not legally binding as in a treaty. It's inspired laws around the world within constitution, domestic and international entities. The natural scholar whispers, right served when birthed on earth. The protest scholar answers, then why must we march and dissent? The deliberate scholar seeks precision. The discourse scholar believes discussion is just basic common sense. Perhaps all of them are a story that begins with dignity and peace, continues with courage, self awareness, grows with dialogue, and flourishes through individual, collective peace and unity. In summation, human rights tells us how we ought to treat one another. Self awareness teaches us why sometimes we don't. Perhaps peace is what grows when we bring the two together. It's important to understand our human rights naturally, to protect, to discuss, and collectively agree. Thank you. All right.
Yeah, so that was really beautiful, Dr. Anita. I got lost in the rhythm. I got lost in the process of thought. And the final conclusion was beautiful. That was really wonderful. And thank you for taking us through those, through those words where I think, all the people that were discussing, I think that's going to stay in my mind for quite some time. I'm going to ponder over this how finally we get there. Thank you.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
That was a
Anyone
pleasure.
else, please?
Yes, I would like to jump in there. I like the question that kept repeating itself. Human rights exist. Human rights exist. And then she answered it. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, why do human rights exist? It's because we're human, like she said in the poem. And I like the dialogue between this type of, I think you had the philosopher, then you had the other one. So yeah, that question is going to stick in my mind. Why human rights exist? Why? And what's the actual answer to that? But yeah, that was beautiful. And not like, come on, I got caught up in the rhythm and the journey you took us on. So that was excellent. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, there are four schools. There's the natural scholar that believes that we naturally have human rights but because we were born. There's the protest scholar that says, no, they're not natural. We have to fight for them. Then there's the discourse scholar that says, no, we have to discuss them in order for them to be right. And then we have the deliberate scholar that says, no, we got to do more than discuss. We got to agree. So those are the four schools of thought.
So quick
Yeah.
question, I'm sorry. So can all four schools of thought exist at the same time?
Absolutely.
Okay.
For me, it depends on what your philosophy is.
Perspective, gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, for
Okay.
me, yeah.
Yes. Dr. Anita, another question. These four schools of thought, the undercurrent is self-awareness, isn't it? So how do we get there to respecting each other's human rights, So in the end, that's the question left. How do we go about it when all the four schools of thoughts, they converge?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, for me, that's for me. It's that let there be peace and let it begin with me. Let there be, in order for me to be able to love you, I got to love myself. In order to love
Yes.
myself, I got to know who I am. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
self awareness, if I'm aware of the rights that I have, and then I implement them and integrate them, and I'm serious about just like peace, like our peace partners, we're serious about this peace thing. So if I'm serious about peace, then I want you to have peace. So then I'm going to practice. I'm going to be a peace in practice. And that's the same thing with self awareness. If I got to know who I am. I got to know who I am before I can know who you are and what your
Well,
rights
you
are.
are.
I got to know my own rights.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, that's beautiful. Beautifully said.
Yeah. Okay.
Anybody else would like to share their thoughts?
Okay, Jay. To me, it's honoring the spirit of others just because they are, no having to prove, etc. Absolutely. What is that? Today, I'm fasting from conditional love and judgment. What the T-shirt said. Thank you, Danielle.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay. Well, we can conclude this. It is 10:38. We said between an hour and hour 15. We in there,
All
sis.
right. Oh, yes, it's time to, yes. Dr. Anita, please.
Oh, okay. Well, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Danielle, Toyin, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, sister. And if both of you would like to join the Peace Partner Movement, please, we'd welcome, embrace, and welcome you absolutely into our fold. You can get in touch with me either through Facebook, private message me, or you can text. Let's see. For me, it's about accepting the fact that there is no me without you. We are all made to coexist. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, yes, if you guys would like to join the movement, yeah, we'd love to have you. I'd love to share some information about the Tap Into You Peace and Practice movement. So you sisters, my sisters, participants, my poets, my peace partners, and the hand leads, South Africa. I just want to say thank you so much. You guys know I love you. You know I love you and I honor you, and I'm blessed because we're walking this path together. And I just want to say thank you so much. Come on.
Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Anita. So this is the end of the program, and thank you so much on behalf of Tap Into You, Peace in Practice Movement, and Papyri Connect. And as we conclude, let's carry forward the spirit of this gathering and remember, the more we cultivate inner peace, the more we co-create peace around us. So until we meet again, may we continue to honor dignity, uphold humanity, and work together for a more peaceful world. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here.
Sister Anita,
Yes.
can I just promote the book of me, my book and Shahid's book?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Bless your heart. We forgot that. Come on. Yep. Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah. This is Verses of Meraki, second international edition.
Okay. It went out.
Co-authored by me and Shahid.
Okay, bring it forward. It disappeared.
Yeah.
There you go.
Bring it to the side. Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah. That's
And
it.
where can we get a copy?
Yeah. This is published in India by Bharat Book Press, and it's available on Amazon Global.
Beautiful.
Poetry collaboration between me and Shahid.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, you guys, versus
Thank you.
On Amazon.
Verses of Meraki.
Meraki. Okay, gotcha. Verses of Meraki.
Thank you.
You are so very welcome. Thank you for speaking up, because that's what we wanted to do. Anyone else want to share any event that you're having or whatever? We got 4 minutes. Anybody else want to share? We have 4 minutes.
Yeah, I want to share the written self experience. We will have a upcoming event to be announced, but you can follow me on Facebook, the written self experience, or you can follow me, Michelle Brown, and we're also on Instagram. Thanks.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else? Do we have any other events going on?
I don't have an event, but I just want to share my blog. I'm putting one out later this evening. And so if you can subscribe, I'll appreciate it. It's reverendjocelyn.blog. And also my YouTube channel, Peaceful Abundant You. I would love if you can subscribe or share, please.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else? Hanley? Danielle? Bakang, Natasha? Any? Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, you guys. All right. So we will be sending you guys the copy of this recording as well. Okay. Peace. Bye-bye. Mwah.
Bye.
Sending love and peace from Botswana. Thank you. We well received, Natasha, and sending it right back to you, sister. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.